Next concept, differentiation of a determinant. So we are going to discuss differentiation of a determinant. Yeah, we are familiar with determinants, what we have already completed. So determinants are like this. So I have x square, ax, 2x, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 2x, y, 2axy, y square. So second order determinants, sorry. So this like determinants what we have. If I observe this particular determinant, the variable what we have is nothing but x. The determinant is defined in terms of x. So I can take this determinant as a function in terms of x. So I can take it as a function in terms of x. So f of x. Coming to this particular determinant, here we don't have any variables. It's nothing but combination of all constants. So resultant what we get, we can find its determinant, we'll get a number, nothing but a constant. If I want to do differentiation of the constant, we definitely get 0. So we won't face any problem with this. In fact, all the constants, their their derivatives are equal to 0. So it's not a function, it is a constant, right? The next one, so difference determinant what we have. Here I have two variables, one is x, another one is y. So this particular determinant is a function in terms of x as well as y. So this is a function in terms of x as well as y. So I can take 3 variables, 4 variables in that way. Now in this particular exercise, what we are going to discuss? We discuss differentiation of a determinant which is expressed in one variable, that might be x, or it can be theta. If I take f of theta, which is nothing but cos theta, sin theta, tan theta, secant theta, these type of things. Okay, now we see the procedure what we have to follow to find differentiation of given determinant. So if they have given a determinant, so how we find its differentiation? We have to follow a procedure. The differentiation of a given determinant is nothing but equal to differentiation of a first row with respect to rows if I do. So we have to perform differentiation of a row, and the next row we have to keep unaltered. So we have to continue this procedure till we reach the last row, and we have to add all these determinants. What we have to do? The first row differentiation we have to find, and we have to keep the rest as unaltered, and this we have to proceed till we do the differentiation for the last row, and whatever the determinant we got, differentiated determinants what we got, we have to add. Nothing but I do differentiation of a first row, which is 2x and a. Next I keep the second row as unaltered. I won't change anything, say as it is as. This is what differentiated determinant. Next the next row I have 2x and 3. 2x derivative is 2, 3 derivative is 0, and the first row unaltered, x square and ax. So it's determinant. Now I have to add this. What about if I have a function like x square, ax, bx, c, d, x, e, f, x, g. So I have your 3 rows. Then what we have to do? The f dash of x will be equal to determinant of first row, derivative of first row, and next 2 rows will be unaltered. X square derivative 2x, ax derivative a, bx derivative b. Next 2 things unaltered, c, d, x, and e, fx, g. till our determinant we didn't get, f dash of x we didn't get. We have to continue till we reach a last row. Now with respect to second row, first row unaltered x square ax bx, differentiation of c, d and x. C differentiation, it's a constant 0, d differentiation 0, x derivative 1, and third row we have to keep as usual fx, and it is g. Next, the last one, which is nothing but e fx g. So first two rows unaltered x square ax bx, second one c d x, third one derivative of e is 0, derivative of fx is f, derivative of g is 0. Now I have to take the sum of these all determinants. The same thing we can do with respect to column also. So what we have to follow for the column? If I take this one with respect to column, so I take for the first column, so f dash of x is equal to derivative of first column 2x and 2. The rest second column will be unaltered. Next, second column, first column unaltered x square 2x. I have ax derivative is a, 3 derivative is 0, then I have to do addition. So we can perform this differentiation either with respect to rows or with respect to columns. This can be done for any order. Any order, this is if the determinant having n rows. If the determinant having n rows, we can perform it. And if it has n columns, if suppose it has n rows, it must have n columns, because determinant are defined only for square matrices which has number of rows and number of columns as same. Suppose they have given f of x as x, suppose f1x, f2x, f3x and so on, fnx, second g1x, g2x, g3x and so on, gnx, likewise some up to n, znx, sorry, z1x, z2x, z3x and so on, znx. If I have this one as a determinant, we want to find its derivative, so f dash of x will be equal to, with respect to rows if I do, f dash of x, f2 dash of x, f3 dash of x and so on, fn dash of x. The rest will be unaltered. And so on. z1 of x, z2x, z3x, znx. So I did only for first row. The same thing I have to do it for second row by keeping a first one and the rest rows as unaltered. So I get f dash of x, sorry, f of x, f2 of x, f3 of x and so on, fn of x. Now I have to find the differentiation of second row, g1 dash of x, g2 dash of x, g3 dash of x and so on, gn dash of x, till z1 of x, z2 of x, z3 of x and so on, zn of x. Likewise we have to continue till we reach the derivative of zx, right? So in this way we do differentiation of a determinant. If suppose we have a problem like f of x is equal to a power x, x square log x and 2x. find the derivative of the given function. Now f dash of x, shall we do with respect to row? So I am doing with respect to row. So I have to find differentiation of first row. Differentiation of a power x into log a. Differentiation of x square, 2x. And the next column will be kept as usual, which is nothing but log x and 2x. Plus, first as usual, a power x square. Now I have to perform differentiation of second row, which is 1 by x, 2. Derivative of log x, 1 by x, derivative of 2x, 2. Now I have to add. So what I get? Second order derivatives. Nothing but derivatives only. So we do derivative twice. Suppose we got a function f of x is equal to x square. So we already learned the notations of derivative. We can write the derivative of the given function as f dash of x. F dash of x, we read it as f dash of x. If suppose I consider the function as y is equal to x square, we can write its derivative as y dash or y1 or dy by dx. Okay. Now the function given as y is equal to x square, I want to find its double derivative, nothing but second derivative. So I have to find first its first derivative. So dy by dx is equal to 2x. Okay. Now I have to find its derivative again. Means I am derivating this particular thing with respect to x. Means what I am doing, dy by dx of the function dy by dx. Okay. If I want to find derivative, what I am doing, derivative of y with respect to x is nothing but d by dx of y, which we wrote as dy by dx. In the same way, if I want to find again the derivative of the given this particular function, I have to find dy by dx of dy by dx, which is equal to 2. Which is equal to 2. Now, how I write this particular thing? So I can rewrite this one as this way or this way or this. So what we read is d2y by dx square. d2y represents derivative twice, means second derivative of y with respect to x. Second derivative of y with respect to x. So in general we read it as d2y by dx square or y2 or y double dash. So the same previously what we discussed, derivative of the given function exists or not in intervals and all, what we have discussed, same thing applicable for this also. But in this particular case, what is the function I have to consider? I have to consider this one as a function to check whether the second derivative exists or not. See, for this one, y is given as x square, domain of y is all real numbers. So it is continuous for all real numbers. So if it is continuous for all real numbers, its derivative also existed here. We found it. If I don't want to go in deep for the continuity and differentiability, what already we learned, just use those. Y is equal to x square, its derivative we found, it is differentiable in its domain R. Now domain of y dash. What is the domain of y dash? I have a 2x, its differentiation is 2. Differentiation we got 2. For all real numbers, this is existing now. For all real numbers of x, this is existed now, right? So domain of y is also real number. Domain of y dash is also real number. So the given function is differentiable twice in its domain R. The given function is differentiable twice in its domain R. If suppose I take one more function like sin inverse x. Sin inverse x. Y is equal to sin inverse of x. So what is the domain of sin inverse x? When the given function is differentiable, the function is differentiable in -1 comma 1 open interval, because dy by dx is equal to 1 by root over 1 minus x square. Actually the domain of y is closed -1 to 1. But if I take -1 or 1, we get denominator 0, dy by dx does not exist. That's what we got. The domain of differentiability of the function is -1 comma 1. Right. I do again differentiation of this particular thing. So d by dx of dy by dx, which is equal to, so this one is in the form 1 minus x square whole power minus 1 by 2, right? This one I have to write in this particular 1 minus x square whole power minus 1 by 2. Now I am doing differentiation of this particular thing with respect to x. So it is in the form x power n, x power n differentiation n into x power n minus 1. But it is not x, so definitely I have to perform its differentiation. So what is the differentiation of 1 minus x square? Differentiation of 1 is 0 minus differentiation of x square. So finally what I got, d2y by dx square is equal to 2 and 2 gets cancelled, minus into minus plus x by root 1 minus x square whole power. If you take in the numerator, I get minus 3 by 2. I transfer to denominator, I got 3 by 2. If suppose this denominator is 0, then the function does not exist. So x should not be either minus 1 or plus 1. And this d square y by dx square, this particular thing is existed for all real numbers minus of -1 comma 1. But the function does not exist for all these numbers. So when the given function is differentiable, second derivative of the given function exists. Second derivative of given function exists. If I take the intersection part of the given two domains, the intersection part of given two domains is nothing but -1 comma 1. So in -1 comma 1, second derivative of the given function, nothing but y is equal to sin inverse x exists. So sin inverse x is double differentiable in -1 comma 1 open. Okay. Likewise, we can do many third differentiation. I got here d2y by dx square. Still I can do differentiation of this particular thing with respect to x. That called third differentiation. We can call that equation as third differential equation. In differential equations we learn. So the order of this particular differentiation is 2. So we call this one as second ordered differentiation. So how many times we did the differentiation for the given function y? We did twice. So that's why we call it as second ordered derivatives. So I did here differentiation. Concept comes under second order derivatives. If I want to find this particular derivative at some value, if I want to find the derivative at x is equal to 1, put x value 1. For x value 1 it does not exist. X value minus 1 by 2. So substitute the value of x as minus 1 by 2. Substitute the value of x as minus 1 by 2. Right? So likewise, substitution if they give, we have to substitute in this particular values. That gives the value of derivative at x is equal to minus 1 by 2. At x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Right? We move on to the problems. Go to the exercise. Given function. The function first main. Shall we go with the third one? Given x cube minus 5x square plus 3x, x cube minus 5x square plus 3x plus 4. Find double derivative. See, second order differentiation, I am calling it as double derivative, right? Find the double derivative of the given function. So I take this one as some y. So I want to find its derivative. y1. One of the notation. I want to use this one in this particular case. y1 is equal to derivative of x cube 3x square minus derivative of 5x square 5 into x square derivative 2x 5 2s are 10, so 10x plus 3 into derivative of x 3 and constant 0. So I got y1 nothing but first derivative. I want second derivative, so y2. So again differentiate this particular thing. 3 into derivative of x square 2x 2 3s are 6 6x minus 10 into x derivative 1, so 10 plus constant derivative is 0. So what we get, y2 is equal to 6x minus 10. So they have given one more question. Take sixth one. Tan inverse of x. Tan inverse of x. So let it be y. So y1 derivative of the given function with respect to x 1 by 1 plus x square. Tan inverse x derivative 1 by 1 plus x square. Again derivative. So it is looking like 1 by x, nothing but 1 plus x square to the power of, this one looking like 1 plus x square to the power of minus 1. Now I want to find this particular function's derivative. I am feeling this one as x to the power of minus 1. X to the power of minus 1 means x to the power of m. So n into x to the power of n minus 1 minus 1 into derivative of this particular function, because it is not x. So 1 derivative 0, x square derivative 2x. Now final answer, y2 is equal to 2x into minus 1 minus 2x divided by, so 1 plus x square power minus 2. So take it to denominator, we get 1 plus x square whole square. 1 plus x square whole square. Next, what is the second main? What they have given? Second main, take on problem. E power x into sin phi x. E power x into sin phi x. Find its double derivative. Take it as y. Take it as y. Differentiate with respect to x. So I come to the basic method like writing as dy by dx. Okay. For different problems, I want to use different notation. Then only be aware of all the notations. Dy by dx is equal to, this is in the form uv u v dash sin phi x derivative. Sin phi x derivative. Feel it as sin x derivative is cos x, but it is not x, it is 5x. So differentiation of phi x is phi plus v sin phi x into u dash e power x derivative is e power x. E power x derivative is e power x. Now what we got, dy by dx is equal to phi into e power x into cos phi x plus sin phi x into e power x. If I take e power x common, what we get, e power x into phi cos phi x plus sin phi x. Now find its double derivative. D by dx of dy by dx, which is equal to e power x into u into v dash, phi constant, cos x derivative minus sin x, but it is not x, it is phi x. So again I have to perform its differentiation, which is equal to phi plus sin x derivative cos x, but it is not x, its derivative, plus phi cos phi x plus sin phi x into derivative of e power x, e to the power of x. Now simplification, multiply everything, e power x into minus into plus minus, so I can write it as minus e power x into 25 into sin phi x plus phi into e power x cos phi x plus phi into cos phi x into e power x. So I write it as phi e power x cos phi x plus e power x into sin phi x multiplied. Now final answer, minus 25 e power x into sin phi x plus e power x into sin phi x. So I can write it as minus 24 e power x into sin phi x plus phi e power x cos phi x plus phi e power x cos phi x can be written as 10 e power x cos phi x. So this is d2y by dx square, d2y by dx square. Next question. See, if the problems are like this, ask us to find derivative of cos square x, the function given as y is equal to cos square x, cos cube x, sin square x, sin cube x. But these type of things, see, I can do it in two ways. I give the two ways and I ask you to choose your best. Say I have a cos square x, directly I take cos square x as y and I do differentiation. So dy by dx is equal to 2 into cos x into cos x derivative minus sin x. Okay. Now again it's differentiation, d2y by dx square, second order derivative. So I have in a uv form 2 common. Instead 2 I can take minus 2 common. Cos x into sin x. So cos x into sin x derivative cos x plus sin x into cos x derivative minus sin x. So what I get, minus 2 into cos square x minus sin square x. Now d2y by dx square equal to minus 2 into cos square x minus sin square x. What we get? Cos 2x. Same I am doing in another way. What is that? So that we got cos square x as y. I am changing that as using our formula. What formula I have? 2 cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x. 1 plus cos 2x. So I want only cos square x. Then 1 plus cos 2x by 2, which is nothing but equal to 1 by 2 plus cos 2x by 2. Now I find its derivative. y1 is equal to derivative of constant 0 plus 1 by 2 as usual. Cos 2x derivative. What is the cos 2x derivative? Minus sin 2x. But it is not x, so I have to write. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Y dash is equal to minus sin 2x. Now y double dash, second derivative. See, I use here d2y by dx square. I am using here another notation. Both are same. Second derivative. That's all. Now y double dash is equal to minus as usual sin 2x derivative cos 2x into 2x derivative is 2. So what I am getting? Y double dash is equal to minus 2 into cos 2x. So what I am going to suggest, instead of going for UV, addition and subtraction means sum form, summation form is easy for us. So that's why if you have any powers, particularly in second order derivatives, that powers try to convert into summation form, or product convert into summation form. Product means, you see, I have sin x into cos x. It's a product form, right? So this product form, if I convert into sum form, how I can convert? By multiplying and dividing with the 2. So 2 sin x cos x can be written as 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into sin 2x. If suppose it is not a sin x cos x, if it is cos 3x, then 2 sin x cos y. 2 sin x cos y, which formula we can use? Which formula? Sin x plus y. So sin 4x plus sin x minus y. Sin x minus y. X minus 3x sin minus 2x. What I get? Sin 4x minus sin 2x. So differentiation of this particular thing will be easy compared to this. Both we know, both are comfortable for us, which is easy for us, do in that way. Same way, they given sin cube theta, sin cube x, use sin 3x formula and find the expression for sin cube x in terms of sin x and sin 3x. They given cos cube x, find the expression for cos cube x in terms of cos 3x and cos x. Okay, x minus 1. So instead of going for u by v form, for single derivative it will be easy. Going to double derivative, for that I am suggesting this. For single derivative we can do directly u by v. Now x square plus 1 by x minus 1 can be written as, first you do division. X square plus 1 I am dividing with x minus 1. So x times x square minus x minus a plus, I get cancelled, I get x plus 1. Next again plus 1 into x minus 1 minus this. So what I get? 2. So this can be written as x plus 1 plus 2 by x minus 1. X plus 1 plus 2 by x minus 1. So what? See, x plus 1 into x minus 1, x square minus 1 plus 2, x plus 1. So what we follow? Do division. After doing division, write the given polynomial as quotient plus remainder by divisor. Same polynomial which you have in a rational form, you can write it as quotient plus remainder by dividend. Sorry, not dividend, divisor. What we have to write? Remainder by divisor. Then you do the problem. See, I have x plus 1 plus 2 by x minus 1, which will be easy for us to find its second derivative also. So now we move on to the next problem. Fifth main. Take fifth main. First one. Fifth main, first one. First one. Y is equal to cos inverse x. Y is equal to cos inverse x. Find d square y by dx square. D square y by dx square, and in terms of y, you have to write in terms of y only since. Okay. First find dy by dx. dy by dx cos inverse x differentiation minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square minus 1 by root over 1 minus x square, and find its derivative again, d square y by dx square, which is equal to minus 1. So this we can simplify, minus 1 into 1 minus x square, 1 minus x square power minus 1 by 2. Now n x power n form, n into x power n minus 1. So minus 1 n minus 1 by 2 into x, 1 minus x square whole power minus 1 by 2 minus 1 into, this is not x, so I have to perform its differentiation. 1 minus x square differentiation, 1 differentiation 0, minus x square differentiation 2x, 2 and 2 gets cancelled. D square y by dx square is equal to minus into minus plus x, as your x, by, so why I am writing by 1 minus x square whole power minus 1 by x minus 1 can be written as minus 3 by 2, which gives minus 3 by 2. So if I take it down, I get 1 minus x square whole to the power of plus 3 by 2. This is what I have answered. But they asked us to write in terms of y. So see, from this, y is equal to cos inverse x. Y is equal to cos inverse x. From that I can write x is equal to cos y. What I can write? X is equal to cos y. Substitute the same thing. Cos y by root of 1 minus cos square, sorry, not root, 1 minus cos square y whole power 3 by 2. Sorry, 1 minus cos square y whole power 3 by 2. But we know 1 minus cos square y is sin square y. So I get cos y by sin square y whole power 3 by 2. So square and these two will get cancelled. What I get? Cos y by sin cube y. Sin cube y I am writing as sin y into sin square y. Now the final answer, these 2y by dx square equal to cos y by sin y, cot y, 1 by sin square y, nothing but cosecant square y. Now you see, we express the double derivative of the given function in terms of y. Okay, the next problem. Just check this one. Have I did any problem, any mistake? Now minus into minus plus and minus x. So this gives minus x minus cos y by sin square y minus cos y. So we get minus cot y into cosecant square y. We forward this particular minus. Next, sixth one. Take second. Sixth one second. Sixth one second. Y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. Y is equal to 3 sin x minus 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. 5 cos x minus 3 sin x prove that d square y by dx square, sorry, d2y by dx square plus y equal to 0, right? So I find d2y by dx square. For that I have to find first dy by dx. So dy by dx is equal to 5 into cos x differentiation minus sin x with respect to x, right? Minus 3 into sin x with respect to x, the differentiation of sin x with respect to x, cos x. Now dy by dx, I got it as minus 5 sin x minus 3 cos x. Now d2y by dx square, again I am performing its differentiation, minus 5 constant, sin x differentiation, cos x minus 3 constant, cos x differentiation minus sin x. See here we have minus common, so I take minus common, I get 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. I took 1 minus common. Now d square y by dx square is equal to minus 5 cos x minus 3 sin x is nothing but y, so which is minus y. Transfer to left side, we get d square y by dx square plus y equal to 0. Okay, next problem. 7th main. Take first one, second one they have given hint, follow accordingly. 7th, first, y equal to x plus tan x. 7 first, y equal to x plus tan x. Prove that cos square x into d square y by dx square minus 2a plus 2x equal to 0. This is the question what they have given. So I have to prove this. So in this maximum order, second derivative of y. So till second derivative of y, I have to simplify. So differentiate with respect to x. Then I get dy by dx, which is equal to derivative of x with respect to x 1, derivative of tan x secant square x. Now again second derivative, d square y by dx square equal to derivative of constant 0, derivative of secant square x 2 into secant x into derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x. Hope you understood. X power n form, n into x power n minus 1, but it is not x, it is secant x, so again I have to perform its differentiation. Now d square y by dx square equal to 2 secant square x into tan x. See, our answer is not in the form of secant square x or tan x, it is in the form of cos square x and y x, right? So for that purpose what I can do, I have to eliminate this tan x and I have to write the answer in terms of cos square. So these two I have to eliminate. 2, how I eliminate secant square x? By writing it as 1 by cos square x. How I can eliminate tan x? Tan x equal to y minus x. Now cos square x dividing, transfer left side multiplies. So cos square x into d square y by dx square is equal to 2 into y, 2y minus 2x. Transfer to left side, we get our answer cos square x into d square y by dx square minus 2y plus 2x is equal to 0. Next, eighth main similar only, solve. Ninth main first one, take ninth main first one, y equal to a into e power mx. Y equal to a into e power mx plus, sorry, 1 second, plus b into e power minus mx. Next, x is equal to, this is the question, prove that y2 minus m square y equal to 0. Prove that y2 minus m square y equal to 0. y2 represents second derivative of y with respect to x. So for that I have to find first y1. First we have to find y1. y1 is equal to a into e power mx derivative. E power x derivative is e power x, but it is not x. So derivative of mx is m, right? Plus b into again e power x only, but it is not x. It is minus mx derivative minus m. So what we got, y1 is equal to, you can take m common I hope. So m into a into e power mx plus into minus b into e power minus mx. Now second derivative y2 is equal to, m is a constant, so no need to go for UV form, m outside. Now differentiation of a into e power mx is nothing but a into e power mx into m, okay, minus b into e power minus mx into minus mx derivative minus m. Again I can take m common, so m into m square into a e power mx minus into minus plus b e power minus mx. Now y2 is equal to m square into, we can replace this by y. Therefore y2 is y2 minus m square y equal to 0. y2 minus m square y equal to 0. Next, 10th minute second problem take. It's nothing but same, I hope. Same way, you can solve in this way only. 10th pen, first one as well as second one, same procedure. Here we have m, there we have n, you get n common. That's all. 11th one, 11th second one you take y equal to sin inverse x. 11th second one, y equal to sin inverse x. Y equal to sin inverse x. Prove that 1 minus x square into d2y by dx square plus minus x into dy by dx equal to 0. Minus x into dy by dx equal to 0. This is what the question they have given. Okay, so I have to find its second derivative. So for that I have to find its first derivative. First derivative dy by dx equal to minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Derivative of sin inverse x is nothing but 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Second derivative dy by dx. So to find dy by dx, let me express this in power form. 1 minus x square whole power minus 1 by 2. It's in denominator, actually it's 1 by 2. So transfer into numerator minus 1 by 2, right? Now it is in the form x power n into x power is 1 minus x square power n minus 1, but it is not x, so again its derivative. Derivative of 1, 0. Derivative of minus x square minus 2x. Now 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Minus into minus plus x into 1 minus x square power minus 3 by 2. Now dy by dx is equal to x by 1 minus x square whole power 3. Now they asked us to prove this one. They asked us to prove this. So I have to express the given answer in this way. So for that purpose, 1 minus x square power 3 by 2 can be written as power 1 plus 1 by 2, I hope. Okay, 3 by 2 can be written as 1 plus 1 by 2. Okay, now a power m plus m can be written as a power m into a power m. So dy by dx is equal to x by 1 minus x square into 1 minus x square power 1 by 2. Power 1 by 2 represents root only, na? So I write it as root. Okay, we get power 1 by 2. Power 1 by 2 is nothing but root. Now 1 minus x square transfer left side. I get 1 minus x square into dy by dx, which is equal to x into 1 by root over 1 minus x square. 1 by root over 1 minus x square, which is nothing but dy by dx. So x into dy by dx. Now next step, transfer to left side, we get our answer. 1 minus x square into dy by dx minus x in, not dy by dx. It's not dy by dx, I hope so. It's dy by dx. We found again its derivative, nothing but it's a d square y by dx square. So here also same, d square y by dx square, d square y by dx square. So we get d square y by dx square. Now 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx is equal to 0. Here we took dy by dx, simplest form, and then I found its derivative, so I get it as d square y by dx square. That I mentioned as dy by dx. Just make a note of this. Okay, that way we got an answer. Now next one, 12th main second you consider. 12th main second, y is equal to three cos log x. Y is equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x prove that x square into d square y by dx square plus x into dy by dx plus y equal to 0. This is what we have to prove. Given y, find its derivative. dy by dx equal to 3 into cos x derivative minus sin x, but it is not x, it is log x. So if it is log x, what we have to do? We have to perform its differentiation. Log x derivative is 1 by x plus 4 into sin x derivative cos x, but x given as log x. So if it is log x, I have to perform its differentiation 1 by x. See, both have 1 by x. So 1 by x take common and transfer to left side. Then we get x into dy by dx is equal to minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x. 4 cos log x. Now again perform its differentiation. These two are looking like UV form. U into v dash d2 y by dx square plus dy by dx into 1, which is equal to minus 3 into sine of log x derivative cos log x into 1 by x. Why 1 by x? Log x derivative. Plus 4 cos x derivative minus sine x means log x we have here, and log x derivative is 1 by x. Again we have 1 by x. So take that 1 by x common and transfer to left side. We get x into x square d2y by dx square plus x into dy by dx. How we got this? We took this one as LCM and transfer that to left side. Then it multiplies by x. So x into x square, x into dy by dx, x into dy by dx, which is equal to, both also having minus, so take minus common, 3 into cos log x plus 4 into sin log x. 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x is nothing but y. Transfer this to left side, we get x square into d2y by dx square plus x into dy by dx minus y transfer left side plus y equal to 0.